no other government supreme over the system of white supremacy. We have, so-called governments, but they're not really governments because the white supremacists determine what happens on this planet. And what's going to happen, as long as you have the system of white supremacy, rather than a system of justice, which means balance between people, which means guaranteeing that no person is mistreated and guaranteeing that the person that needs help the most gets the most constructive help. As long as you don't have that system and you have a system of racism, which is what white supremacy is, it's the only form of racism, you're going to have these killings because that goes with the system.
So there will
not something off to the side of the road. I don't know about the Christian element, but even though I've heard different versions of that, but I do say that constructive behavior, there's two types of behavior, constructive and non-constructive. No such thing as in between. If you're sitting down to a meal and you say, well, I haven't had anything to eat, so it's meal time. When you consume that meal the food that you're eating is either going to have a constructive effect or non-constructive effect. And depends on what's on the plate and how much of it you consume. Some of what you have on that plate may be artificial food, what you call junk food, in which case it may be poisoning your body rather than building it up. Your body has to fight off that poison. So this is non-constructive. So just a simple thing like just sitting down to eat is going to be constructive or non-constructive. If you say something to someone, what you're getting ready to say, a conversation between two people on a bus right now that's taking place, that is either a constructive conversation or a non-constructive conversation. And how do you know the difference? By the results. The two people might wind up fighting on the bus, like you see a lot of black people do, particularly black people in the Northwestern Hemisphere. I mean, a bus ride among black people, I just happen to think of that, is usually a very unpleasant experience. At very best, an unpleasant experience. I've seen things happen on buses over and over again. Bus drivers can tell you what they have to put up with of black people on a city bus. Maybe not in rural areas and all like that. It might be a little different. Maybe not in other parts of the world. But in the Northwestern Hemisphere, black people on a bus, you sometimes hear people just talking on a phone. They're not fighting or anything like that. But you hear someone talking loud on a phone. But what you hear is something unpleasant, something that's not going to help you give you constructive thoughts about what to do during the day that may have a constructive result. You hear a very non-constructive conversation going on from someone who's talking on a cell phone.